Hey guys, I have a quick question for Christians, and I think it's a simple one, and my perspective follows a series of logical steps that I think Christians share. The first step, I would like to point out that God allows for natural disasters even after Christ's coming. Um, we have a lot, Haiti, Katrina. God's motives and methods are unimportant, however, for the purposes of this video. By this I mean he may have allowed their deaths glory or for a reason that we don't quite understand. In fact, I'm sure most Christians will agree with me that we simply cannot question God's motives. We must simply accept his reasons for whatever he has done. So whatever his reason is, God definitely allows for violent and painful deaths in the modern day. This is indisputable. Okay, so now I would like to point out another method of painful death that God used in the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 20 verses 10 to 14 state, "When thou drawest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it. Then it shall be, if it makes the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that are found therein shall become tributary unto thee, and shall serve thee. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it. And when the Lord thy God delivereth it unto thy hand, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge." I'm just sounding like that in Pulp Fiction. But anyway, "But the woman and the little ones, and the cattle, and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take for prey unto thyself. And thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy God hath given thee." By the way, for Christians who say that slavery in the Bible is not condoned, it's just accepted because of during that time, and it's not like modern slavery because it's more like indentured servitude when they're just paying off their debt. This verse clearly indicates that that is not the case. Obviously, these women and children are spoils of war, and they did not willingly go into slavery, and they don't have any debt. Apparently, this is alright for God, but gay marriage is not for some weird reason. But anyway, I digress. Verse 17 says, "But thou shalt utterly destroy them, the Hittite, the Amorite, the Canaanite, and the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, as the Lord thy God had commanded thee." So I'm pointing out two things here. First, God commanded this of human beings, of people, and that this is simply another method that God used in the Bible of violently killing people. So my question is this: if someone comes up to you and tells you that he was alone on the mountain and God came up to him and told him to slaughter a certain group of people and that he needs help from fellow Christians, would you follow him? Would you immediately pick up your gun without question and march behind him and slaughter those people? See, the thing is, you cannot question God's motives for such destruction, since you didn't question God's motives for creating natural disasters. Both are equally devastating, so why should you question one over the other? God in the past has arrived to only a single person, as he does with Moses. He has arrived to many people, as he does with the friends of Jacob. He has arrived in many forms, from a burning bush to a pillar of cloud during the day to a pillar of flame during the night. So you can't question the form he will take or the fact that God appears only to this one man. It's hard to predict actually what God does. Sometimes he sends an angel, sometimes he sends a son. Maybe he has a purpose that is unclear, and you guys definitely accept that. One Christian, however, told me that this wouldn't happen since the coming of Christ. This aspect of God's will has changed. Now my question is exactly what changed? Because he allows for violent deaths through natural disaster before Christ's coming, and he allows them now after Christ's coming. I mean, there's no disputing this. We have recorded history before Christ came of natural disasters. We have obviously natural disasters occurring now. So whatever God's motives are, which you cannot question, they haven't changed at all before and after Christ's coming in this particular case of natural disasters. So how do you know that God's motives change in the case of his commanding an army? Just replace the word natural disaster with army with guns, And you have the scenario that I posed. If you think that God cannot command such an army as he did in the Old Testament, we know he's done it before, you must answer to me why his motives changed in this case, but didn't change in the case of natural disasters, while at the same time admitting that you do not understand God's motives. Alright guys, thanks.